Hello and welcome to Lucky by Nature. On this video, I am going to show you where all of the skill fruit trees locations are, because these are pretty important and you're gonna need them to be able to make your little pal really tough. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So our first tree is going to be in the volcano area, and that is located at minus 556 by minus 622, and it's located right here between Anubis's feet, so you won't be able to miss this. All right, let's go ahead and move on to spot number 2. Now we're going from the south of the volcano to the north, and we are over here at minus 619 by minus 258, and we are right next to a castle, and you can see the sanctuary from here, and you're literally right next to the castle, so you won't have any issue finding this one, I don't think. But let's move on to the number 3. This spot is just northeast of the last spot, and as you can see, there's this island with water right in the center, and this is where you're gonna find it at minus 457 by minus 26. And this is pretty nice because it's right next to the church and also a fast travel. So this one is right here, and I'm having a little trouble. Okay, there we go. And so let's go ahead and move on to spot number 4. So this is where you first start out, and this is where we are going, and we are located at minus 245 by minus 204. And now let's take a look at our surroundings so that way you can see exactly where you're at. And this usually helps me whenever I'm looking for certain things. And here we are, almost at the peak of this hill here. So let's go ahead and move on to the next spot. Tree number 5. So here is where we first start out, and this is where we are going. And we are located at minus 185 by minus 404. And now let me go ahead and show you your surroundings. And we are going to be close to this river with a bunch of waterfalls. And this one is also at the very peak of this hill here. Tree number 6. This is where we start out right here, and this is where we are going. So we're getting closer to home. And we are located at minus 192 by minus 522. And now let me show you the surrounding areas, so that way you know exactly where you're at. And this one is also really close to the water at the very edge, as you can see. Now tree number 7, and this is where we start out. Now as you can see, we are on the same island basically, really close at minus 14 by minus 485. And you know, the crazy thing is that sometimes these are hard to actually spot, especially if you're not looking for them. But this is what our surroundings look like. And so it's basically at the very top of this yellow stuff right here. And that little dirt road brings you right to it, it looks like. Tree number 8. And now we are exactly where we started from. And I'm sure that basically all of you have seen this tree here from across from this area where we started. And but you know, of course I'm gonna include it because I want to put every single tree in. And we are located right here at the very tip of this little hill here, located at 202 by minus 454. Tree number 9. Here's where we started. This is where we're going. And we are at 364 by minus 321. And this one is a little interesting because this is what it looks like, our surroundings, but I'm right over a hole, and so you're gonna have to go below this hole here, and it's gonna be right in front of us. See, this one's a little sneaky. And now tree number 10, and so we're moving back up to the top, and this is where we start, and this is where we're going, and we are at minus 31 by minus 152. And this is the surrounding areas. There's a little desert right there, but this is kind of an easy area. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of nodes right next to this thing. Tree number 11. Here's where we started. This is where we are going. And as you can see, it's at the edge at 57 by minus 54. And on this area, sometimes I get a little cold, so just be aware of that, because you may end up losing some health. But I think it was especially at night when I would start having issues. But this one, as you can see, it's kind of hidden by the trees. So this one's a little tougher to see. Tree number 12. This is where we started, and this is where we're going. Really close to the snow now. And we're at 147 by minus 25, which is just a skip and a jump from our last one. So that's kind of nice. And this is what everything looks like. And we are right by the edge of this little lake, right below us. And just be aware that usually there's pals around that will try to take you out. So just be aware. So you may have to fight a little bit. Tree number 13. Here's where we started, and this is where we're going. And we are located at 333 by minus 39. Wow, it's a lot of threes. And this is what it looks like. We have a little lava running down from over there. And it's starting to get really dark on us, so we're about to lose light. So let me get down here real quick. And this is where it's located right here. This is what it looks like. Now for tree number 14, we're moving on all the way to the desert. As you can see, this is where we're at, basically all the way northeast at 328 by 483. And don't forget that you're gonna need some heat protection because it gets pretty hot, but also if you come out here at night, it gets really, really cold. So make sure you are well prepared. And this is at the very, very top of this hill here with a flat top. And it's right in the center, so you can't miss it. Tree number 15 is over here on the green part, closest to the desert at 184 by 429. And yeah, you can't miss this one either. And here it's a little cool, but it's not as cold as when you get to the snow. So just be aware of that, because we are awfully close to that snow. But as you can see, we are at the very edge of this green area right here. Tree number 16. Now we are back at the desert and just at the other flat top at the bottom. And we are at 290 by 254. And this one is almost as easy to find as the other one, the other flat top one that we found in the desert. But this one has a few little trees in the area. And there's some nice skull right there, as you can see. So that's always beneficial. But here it is, right at the edge of the trees. You can see it at night pretty nicely, but during the day it's a little harder to see, so just be aware. And last but not least, way out here in the boonies, we have number 17, and we are located at minus 149 by 583. And yeah, I picked this one the last because, I mean, it's so far out here, guys. It's kind of crazy. I don't know that I would make the trip all the way over here because maybe the fruits would already respawn by now on the other trees. But anyways, I hope that this helps you out. That's it for me. So I will see you on the next video.